girl, Exquisitely Ray, aka Ray Monique, coming at you again with another video. And if you haven't already done so, I'm gonna need you to hit that subscribe button, because if you watched more than one of my videos, obviously you need to go ahead and subscribe. I mean, it's free and it's right there. Just go ahead and do it. This is something that I've always thought about, always been on my mind. And yesterday I just had like an epiphany yesterday when I was driving. And I was thinking, because lately, okay, I've been doing the whole dating thing, and let me just say, I hate dating. Dating sucks. It is hard, and it's a gnat in here, and I cannot. Anyways, so I wanted to come to you about a topic that I don't know, something that's important to me. It's been important to me because it's a part of my life. And it's something that I've always dealt with or thought about since I was a child. And that is, having a color complex. Now, of course, I've been dark-skinned all of my life. I didn't just become dark-skinned. I didn't get a tan or anything. I came out the womb. No, actually, I came out the womb light-skinned. Yeah. But after about a month or so, I was getting there. I was getting to my darker tone. But I've been dark-skinned all of my life. It's something that I never was happy about. I was very unhappy about being my complexion, because growing up dark-skinned and having the name that I have and being tall and skinny, yeah, it was not fun. It was not fun at all being a dark-skinned girl growing up. Mind you though, I never had a problem in the boys department. Never. But as far as any guy that I liked, they kind of liked me back. So I never had that issue growing up. But I did have an issue, just, I don't know, people showing favoritism to the lighter skin. I had mixed cousins, and that did not help. That did not help with the way I thought and everything, because my mixed cousins were treated differently by other people. And it was hard for me and my siblings. We saw that, and we asked a lot. We asked my mom a lot, like, why do they get favored over us? I don't understand. In the back of our mind, we always knew it was because they were light skinned, they were mixed, and they had that nice, gorgeous, pretty hair and everything. Not downplaying or talking about my cousins. I love my cousins, love them. That's just how it was. And they did get favored because of the way they looked. So I did not like being dark skinned. I did not grow up loving my complexion. I actually used to lay in bed at night and pray to God that He would allow me to wake up and be light skinned with long hair and pretty eyes. That was my prayer. Oh my gosh, makes me want to cry thinking about it. But yeah, I would actually cry myself to sleep praying that, like, Lord, please let me wake up and be light skinned. Like, I want it to be like a golden, like light skin complexion with golden brown hair and light, like hazel eyes. I would pray that prayer like a lot. And of course it never happened. Even like when I got to middle school, high school, I had a lot of friends, and a lot of my friends were of the lighter complexion, and a lot of times they would get favored, like with guys, or even with girls. So they would look at me and be like, whatever, and look at them like, treat them like they're just all that. Growing up having to deal with that is really difficult, and it really plays with your mind, your thought process. It's like, I'm not good enough. What? Do I look dirty to you? Am I not pretty enough? Or what is it? I didn't know. I didn't understand. I didn't get it. But because of those encounters that I experienced growing up, I used to want me a light-skinned man. Now, he had to be black. Well, he didn't have to be black, but I preferred him to be black, but he had to be light-skinned. I preferred him to be light-skinned or mixed. Mixed was I tend to really fall for them pretty boys. That was my thing. back in the day. You was light skinned with curly hair. Oh, I was like on it. I wanted my children to come out light skinned because of the complex that I had and because of all the things that I endured growing up. I did not want to bring in dark skinned kids. No, I didn't want them to have to go through what I dealt with. So that was my thing. I dated light skinned guys. Now don't get me wrong, there was maybe a few dark skinned guys that I did with a chance. Because they were good looking. Now there's some good looking dark skinned guys out there. A lot of them actually, but because of the complex that I had, don't hear me now. Hear me. It was, and I said had, because it's past tense. I had this complex growing up. I had to learn how to love me. Had to learn how to appreciate me and my complexion and all that it has to offer the world. Like, I have to look in the mirror and be like, oh my gosh, Ray, you are beautiful. You are bomb. And I'm not saying that to sound conceited, because I'm in no way conceited at all. I do have, my own hang-ups and everything, and I'm not perfect at all, but I had to appreciate and learn how to love me. And that's what I did in order to build up my self-esteem and my self-confidence, is look in the mirror and say, man, you are beautiful. Look at you. Look at your complexion. Look at all the girls that's out there trying to get to your complexion, killing themselves in those sun tanning booths and stuff. I mean, appreciate it. You're already the complexion that they're burning themselves to try to be, or out there sitting in the sun trying to get. Now, I want me a chocolate man. I have seriously been on this kick for a chocolate man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't turn down no good looking or, attractive guy, but I really, really do want me a good looking chocolate man. I do. I really want me a chocolate baby. I want to have a very beautiful, gorgeous chocolate baby with dark, jet black, curly hair. That's what I want. I said that to say that I have overcome my complex that I grew up having, and I'm proud of myself. I never would wear color. This is something that I would have never, boobies coming out. But this is something that I would have never worn. The makeup, none of this, because I just stuck with neutral tones, because I strayed away from color because I felt like I'm too dark. I embrace it now, and I'm proud. I'm really proud. The other thing I was talking to my mom about the other day, we were just having a deep conversation about this whole little color thing. A lot of people don't understand that in society, they pretty much peg you, they only put you in two categories, light skin, dark skin. When you are black, they only say light skin or dark skin. They don't have no in between. But there is an in between. And the reason why we were talking about this is because I was saying I want a dark skinned guy. I don't want him to be in between. He can't be neutral, not lukewarm. He has to be dark. So that's how this all came about. But yeah, society puts you in light skin, dark skin. And it's funny to me because when I was having a conversation with somebody else, and I mentioned to their child might have been maybe not even a quarter of a shade lighter than me. I said, she is a beautiful dark skinned girl. I love her complexion. And I was giving her a compliment. Do you know the parents got so offended with me? So offended. And I was like, scratching my head. I'm complimenting her. And they said, you think she's dark? I'm like, well, she's not light. I was like, no. And I was like, okay, so do you think I'm dark? And it's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, she's not that much lighter than me. And it was like, no, she's caramel. And I was like, okay. And they did this right in front of the child. And she had to be, I don't know if she was like 10, 11. I don't know how old she was. But I'm like, why would you put that in her head to make her think that dark skin is just horrible? That's how it was. It was like, I mean, it got quiet in the room. I was like, oh my gosh, just giving her a compliment. And then they just got quiet and they looked at me and they're like, you think she's dark skinned? I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's just so sad. And I'm so glad that I've overcome it because I don't have to go through that. And I will teach my children, whether they come out light, dark, caramel, I don't care. I'm going to teach them to love themselves the way they are. Who cares if somebody calls you light skin? Who cares if they call you dark skin? Just own it. Oh my gosh, you're beautiful. Who cares? I paid the girl a compliment, and they took it like it was an insult because I said dark skin. It's not just light and dark. We do have another category, and that is medium. We have light, medium, and we have dark. And I am dark skinned, and I'm proud of it. I am proud, and you should be proud whether you're vanilla, caramel, or you're dark chocolate. Come on. I'm chocolate, and I am proud of it. We have a fork too, dark chocolate. Now, I'm not dark chocolate. I had to be told that. I used to say I was dark chocolate, but then when I saw other people that was darker than me, I'm like, okay, I got you. Okay, I'm not dark chocolate, but I am chocolate, and I'm proud of it. For instance, I have a cousin who she's not light, she's not dark, she's medium. She's not vanilla, she's not chocolate, she is caramel. And it's so funny because we have another cousin that we call vanilla, so it's like all three of us when we're together, it's like, what do you want? Do you want vanilla, caramel, or chocolate? What do you want? You got the best of all three. Come on now. You know, just like they say, there's just heaven or hell, there's no middle, there's no lukewarm or whatever. Well, in this case, there is a middle. You either like medium or dark. And you should be proud whichever category you fall in. I mean, we are all beautiful. I had to come to this point. I had to get to this point, and I'm hoping that this is helping somebody, because I had to get to this point. I had to get to this point of appreciating myself and my complexion and loving myself, because I did it. I hated it. I hated being dark skinned. And now it just makes me feel sad because I went all those years not appreciating my beautiful skin complexion. Man, if you are watching this and you are in need of some encouragement, I encourage you. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous. If you are dark skinned like me, you need to rock it. Wear bright colors. Let them see you coming, because a lot of times they can't. Hey, we dark, so we kind of blend in sometimes. But you put that color on, and oh my gosh, I'm telling you, you get so many compliments. I get so many compliments when I wear color. Just love on yourself, whether you vanilla, you my vanilla booze, you my caramel booze, or you my chocolate booze. Oh, I cannot forget my dark chocolate booze. Let me put my little plug in. If you are chocolate, tall, I'm 5'8", so with heels on, I'm tall. So you have to be tall for me. Single, I have to say that. Get hit on by a lot of married men who don't admit that they married. But single, have a career. That means not broke. Not broke. I'll let you, girl. Alright, it's been real, lovely beauties, my beautiful ladies out there, and gentlemen. I may have some gentlemen watching my video. I don't know. Whoever you are, I hope that this helped you. And if it did help you, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section below. I do message back. I don't get many messages, so send me a message and I will respond. But thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you. Have a good one. I need to mention that I'm not just partial to chocolate. I'm attracted to who I'm attracted to, whether you like medium or dark. It don't matter to me. That was just a joke.